Okay, now we're going to read A Day in the Life of an Ant. And this is a writing practice. So the first reading is just to understand the main idea of the passage. And if I see any spelling mistakes or confusing sentences, I will underline them. Everything seems so big and bright out there, I exclaimed. It was my first day out of the dark, warm surroundings of the ant nursery. And as I looked around, I was amazed. So this is the point of view of the ant. The ant is talking. There were bushes, trees, and flowers in every direction. I was thrilled to be out in the world and especially excited to be a worker ant. It will be making I will be making an important contribution to my colony. Suddenly I felt a jolt as the ant behind me crashed into my back. Boo, she said. You're holding up the line. Sorry, I apologized. I can't stop looking at all the beauty around me. Just get out of the way, she yelled. My antennas shook with embarrassment as I quickly ran along the path. Not sure about antennas though. I soon caught up to the ant in front of me. The cracks in the ground didn't slow me down at all. My 6 legs and clawed feet gave me great balance. I'm not sure about that either. I felt as though I could do anything, and was even thinking about running up the next stalk of grass. Keep moving, gripped the angry ant behind me. Sorry, I apologized again. What's the problem here? Grumbled another ant. I turned my head to see one of the biggest, meanest looking ants I had ever saw. It doesn't sound right. I've ever saw. It's weird. She had long legs and a pair of large, jagged jaws. I assumed she was one of the soldier ants that my nursemaid aunt had warned me about. The soldier ant scolded. The queen and her baby sisters are counting on you to bring back food, so there's no time for messing around. You two get moving, or you'll have to answer to me. The other worker and ant gave me a look that made all 6 of my legs shake with fear. Yes, ma'am, we called out at the same time. We lowered our heads and sped down the path. I decided right then that I needed to keep my mind on my work. I decided right then. That's weird. And I decided right there. Okay, if I kept making mistakes, I would probably be yelled at again by one of the soldier ants. The image of those powerful jaws made me shiver. Most importantly, the thought of letting down the queen and our little sisters was too much to bear. From now on, I will keep my eyes on the trail and my thoughts to myself. I will try my hardest to gather plenty of food. I wanted to become the best worker ant our colony has ever had. And I can see there is a mistake in there. Okay, let's move to the questions. Okay, question 23. What change needs to be made in sentence 8? Oh, I need to find my sentence 8. And it's right here. Sentence 8. Oh no, I made a mistake. It's right here. You're holding up the line. That's sentence 8. I couldn't find it because it is so short. So you're holding up the line. Your means possessive. Okay, that it belongs to you. I don't think it's correct. Look at this one. Change your to you are. Your means you are. And if I write you are holding, it does make sense. So I think it is that letter B, that one. Delete the quotation marks at the beginning of the sentence. You can delete it at the beginning and leave them at the end. This is incorrect. Change the period to a comma. No, because then sentence 9, it's talking about something else, and it's a new sentence. So you cannot put there, you cannot end it with a comma. So my correct answer is change your to you are. You are holding the line. That's my proof from Grammar Keepers 101. 24. What change should be made in sentence 15? Let me find my sentence 15. Should be right here. My 6 legs and clawed feet gave me great balance. And I underline the word balance. I can always double check in the dictionary. Insert a comma after legs. My 6 legs, comma. And clawed feet. This cannot be. I'm going to put a cross because it's yes, yes, and no, no. Remember? Yes, comma, yes, complete sentence. I cannot break that. My 6 legs, comma, and clawed feet. I can't do that. Change gave to given. My 6 legs and clawed feet given me great balance. Doesn't sound right. Change great to great. No. Change balance to balance. I can double check the word in the dictionary, but I know this is the correct answer. The next one, 25. What is the correct way to write sentence 17? I need to find my sentence 17. And it says, and, let me use a color here. I'm going to use the green. And was even thinking about running up the next stalk of grass. I was even thinking. That is an incomplete idea, though. So I need to do something about it. And I have right here my choices. And was even thinking about running, and then they break the sentence up the next stalk of grass. You can't do that. You're breaking the sentence. I was even thinking about running up the next stalk of grass. This one sounds good. I was even thinking about running, comma, I will go. This is a no-no. No, you cannot join two complete ideas with just a comma. You need a fanboy. Sentence 17 is written correctly. No, it is not written correctly. So the correct one is, I was even thinking about running up the next stalk of grass. That is correct. Question 26. How should sentence 21 be changed? Sentence 21 says, I turned my head to see one of the biggest, meanest looking ants I had ever saw. And if you can see there, I had already sensed or realized that there was something wrong. I had ever seen. I know that's how we say it. Change to see to there was. I turned my head to there was one of the biggest, meanest. No. Change biggest to biggest. No. It needs double G. Change meanest looking to most meanest. Most meanest doesn't exist. Change saw to seen. Yes. I have seen. That I know. Okay, that was my correct answer. What change needs to be made in sentence 24? Sentence 24 says, let me move this a little bit. 24 says, the soldier and scolded. The queen and her baby sisters are counting on you to bring back food, so there's no time for messing around. You two get moving. Okay, what do I need to do? Delete the comma after scolded. The queen and her baby sisters are counting on you to bring back food, so there's no time for messing around. Delete the comma. No, it does need a comma because because those are the words of the soldier. So yes, I need a comma there. Change that to the capital letter. Change the small letter to capital letter. The soldier and the scolder. The queen hour. I think so. Let me do something here. I think so. Okay. Change theirs to theirs. No, because it's possessive. There is no time. That is my proof. There is no time. So I need this one because it's the contraction. This is okay. There is no time, no there's. No change is needed? No. I believe that you need a capital letter there. Okay, so I'm going to use my green. Change da to da with capital letter. And the last one, it's talking about sentence 34. So let me look for sentence 34. Sentence 34 is right here. I will try my hardest to gather plenty of food. I wanted to become the best worker. And I underline that part right there, this one right here, because I said you cannot join two complete ideas with just one comma. So let's see our choices here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Here we go. Oh no, letter. Okay, this is better. I would try my hardest to gather plenty of food because I wanted to become the very best worker ant that our colony. Okay, I can't do that. Breaks the idea. I will try my hardest to gather plenty of food because I wanted to become, period, the best worker. Cutting the idea in two. I will try my hardest to gather plenty of food. Wanting to become the very best worker ant on our colony has ever had. That's weird. No, it doesn't make sense. I will try my hardest to gather plenty of food. I wanted to become the very best worker ant our colony has ever had. This is correct. This is the best. Two complete ideas separated with a period, like in here. Perfect. I will try my hardest to gather plenty of food. I wanted to become the very best worker ant our colony has ever had. That was perfect.